more beautiful than you are.
Lorraine Sheldon is a very fair example of that small yet vicious circle you move in.
Pure jealousy if I ever saw it. Isn't there another one here from someone? Ah, it's from Destiny's Tot.
England's little rover boy?
Yes, it reads, Dear Baby's Breath, doing the movie in Pega Pega, and it's superb. Myself and the ukulele leave for Honolulu in that order. I'll be sure to stop by as soon as I can. By the way, the Sultan of Zanzibar is wanting to meet with Ginger Rogers. Let's face it, Oscar Wilde.
He does travel, doesn't he? Be nice if the world would move around Beverly Carlton for a change.
Honolulu. Now what is it? Why can't he come here before going on his way to New York? Or if these people intend to have their friends using the front door.
What do you want them to do? Use a rope ladder?
I will not have a bunch of mildewed pussbags running around here while I am. No one's home. The Stanleys were arrested for white slavery. Go away.
Good morning, Mr. Whiteside. I'm Jefferson from the Azalea Journal.
Get rid of her.
I'm sorry, Mr. Whiteside is seeing no one. Really? Yes, I'm afraid not. So, if you please go away. Mr. Whiteside seems to be sitting up and taking notice. I'm afraid he's not taking notice of the Massalia Journal. Good day. You know, if I'm going to be insulted, I'd like it to be by Mr. Whiteside himself. I never did like pardon, please.
Ooh, a touche if I ever did hear one. Maggie dear.
Will you please leave? How about an interview, Mr. Whiteside?
I never give them. Go away.
Mr. Whiteside, if I don't get this interview, I lose my job.
That would be quite all right with me.
Well, surely you don't mean that. I mean, you are a newspaper man yourself. You know what editors are like. Mine? Worse.
Oh, you won't get around me that way. If you don't like him, get off the paper. Ooh, do these eyes spy a goodie over there? Why don't you hand me that, would you?
Mr. Whiteside, you see, your being here comes under the headlining of news, practically the biggest news since the Depression. So you see, I have to get a story.
Pecan butternut fudge. Save that for later. What was that, my dear, you were about to say?
I can at least report to my readers that chivalry isn't dead.
Oh, we won't discuss it. And now that you've won me with your pretty ways, what would you like to talk about?
How about a brief talk on famous murders? You're an authority on murder as a fine art.
My dear, I don't talk about murder unless I get paid for it, so don't expect to get it for nothing.
Well, how about, what do you think of Azalea? How long are you going to be here? And where are you going? You know, things like that.
All right. A, Azalea is a town of irresistible charm. B, I can't wait to get out of it. And C, after here, I'm on my way to Cropfield for the Cropfield annual distribution of paroled convicts, for which I have raised nearly $500,000 for that charity. Have you ever been to Cropfield, Jefferson?
No, I haven't. I always meant to.
As a newspaper woman, you should consider going instead of sitting here bothering me. It's only about 75 miles from here.
Right. I understand. Well, thank you, Mr. Whiteside. You've been very kind. Oh, by the way, I'm a cribbage player if you need one while you're here.
Fine. How much can you afford to lose?
Well, I usually win.
We won't discuss that. Come back at 8:30.
Sherry!
Mets! Mets, you incredible beetle hound, what are you doing here?
Oh, I explained, Sherry. Oh, first I kiss my little Maggie.
That's darling. What a wonderful surprise.
Jefferson, you are standing in the presence of Professor Addie Metz, the world's leading expert on insect life.
Oh, please, Sherry. Thanks.
Nice to meet you.
How do you do? Well, Sherry?
Well, Metz once lived in a cave with plant lice for over 2 months and has about 3 entries in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Don't you, my little hookworm?
Sherry,